وعلیکم السلام. تشریف رکھیں. The way you have written your autobiography, this column, you have contradicted yourself.
Sir.
My academic background combined with personal values of empathy and service inspired me to pursue civil service. After focused preparation, I got allocated to PMS.
Sir.
Now you are sitting before me for the CSS interview. It doesn't make much sense to me. Logic nahi hai isme. Anyway, you live in Sialkot.
Yes, sir.
Why is it that that city is so famous for producing sports goods?
So Sialkot is fourth largest manufacturing hub in the whole Pakistan. It produces around 70 million footballs per year, and 2014, 18 and 22 football World Cups, the footballs were made in Sialkot. So it is famous for especially the sports products, but the surgical instruments and the leather products are also famous.
Try to understand my question. I didn't ask what. I asked why is it famous? Why can't we have a sports industry in Lahore or in any other city? Why is this specific to Sialkot? That is my question.
So the first reason is that the industries are inherited. Some of the businessmen before the partition, they established sports industries, and now there is the inherited industry being run by their progeny. And the second factor is that it was developed during the Mughal era, especially the Governor Zakaria Khan put a lot of effort in the industrial sector of the Sialkot. So that is another reason. And third is that it is among the golden triangle of the central Punjab with Gujranwala and Gujarat. So it has this benefit. Fourth is that its backyard was Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir. It got separated, but the raw materials used to come from Kashmir a lot, and the industry was developed in Sialkot. So that was another benefit.
Sialkot produced a superhuman being, the name of whom was Allama Iqbal. Why was he given the title of Sir?
So Britain recognized the efforts of Allama Iqbal. That's one reason. Second is that he was involved in the roundtable conferences. So he didn't.
Can you please elaborate on these efforts that you are telling us?
So Allama Iqbal was a major name in the Western philosophical tradition. Even Hermann Hesse, the Nobel Prize winner, some 5 years later than 1940, he even recognized Allama Iqbal's philosophical and scholarship tradition. So that's one reason. And another, the specific reason I cannot recall at the moment, but these are the general reasons.
Was he given the title because of his being a politician, a philosopher, or a poet and writer?
So the major reason was being the politician. He gave the Allahabad address. That's a reason. And
all right, tell us who is the president of Palestine?
Sir Mahmoud Abbas is the president of Palestinian.
Since when?
Sir, since I am not sure about it. I believe it's 2006, but I am not certain about it.
What are the Abraham Accords?
So they were a diplomatic effort between Israel and Middle Eastern countries, brokered by Donald Trump with the help of his son-in-law Jared Kushner. So Israel was recognized by different Middle Eastern countries like UAE, Bahrain, then there's Morocco and others that I can recall.
How many countries ultimately recognized Israel?
So I believe 4 countries were there.
You name 3.
So the last one I believe is Tunisia, but I can't recall it.
This is called guesswork. نہیں پتا تو کہہ دو مجھے یاد نہیں ہے کوئی بات نہیں. What is Hezbollah?
So Hezbollah is a political party operating in Lebanon, and there is the alleged links of Hezbollah with Iran. Hezbollah is called as a proxy of Iran, but these are the alleged sources. Based on alleged sources, Hezbollah has been fighting against Israel. Israel has for several times targeted Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, and in the current circumstances, Lebanon has declared that they will try to demilitarize the region.
Why did Israel attack Iran last month?
Sir, the major reason is because of its nuclear facilities. Iran has 400 kilograms of enriched uranium that can produce 10 atom bombs, nuclear bombs. So that is one reason. Second is that Israel wants to establish its hegemony in the region. Iran is the only one that is targeting the hegemony of Israel. And third is that Israel says that Iran has its role in the proxies, alleged role in the proxies in Yemen through Houthis, and Hezbollah through Lebanon.
Israel, did it cause any damage to the nuclear installations of Iran?
So Israel and USA are saying that they have obliterated the whole program, nuclear program of Iran. But several intelligence reports have said that they have set the progress back by a few months. They haven't obliterated
How
it.
many sites did they attack, Israel and the US?
So there were three major sites. There was Fordo, there was Natanz, and there was Isfahan.
Okay. What does UAE stand for?
So it is United Arab Emirates.
How many are there?
Sir, I'm not sure about it. I believe there are 7 around, but I'm not certain about it.
Can you name them, please?
So there is Abu Dhabi, there is Sharjah, there is Dubai, and there are some others.
What are the Central Asian republics?
So Central Asian republics are 5 countries. In the Central Asian region, they were separated from when USSR was disintegrated in 1991. There is Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan.
You just named Kyrgyzstan before.
Sir, there is Kazakhstan, the last one.
What is CASA 1000?
So CASA 1000 is a major electricity transit program that will provide 1300 megawatt of hydropower from Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. They have combined it to Pakistan with the transit route of Afghanistan. The latest update is that the Central Asian countries have completed the project, but Afghanistan hasn't completed it. Around 70% of it is complete, and Pakistan has completed around 80% of its towers have been erected, but there is some progress remaining. And so 300 megawatt will be given to Afghanistan and 1000 megawatt will be.
That was the original plan. Afghanistan has refused. So Pakistan will be getting all 1300. But the important thing is to remember that it will be only during the summer months. When there is surplus of water over there, winter mein to sara kuch freeze ho jata. What do you understand by the term sovereignty? And tell us, is Pakistan a sovereign state?
So sovereignty is a concept in the political science. It defines the ultimate power that resides in any entity. It consists. It can be designated in any entity. For example, in Pakistan, we can say that Constitution is the ultimate sovereign. It determines who will hold what kind of power in the country. So constitution lays it down, but there are several definitions of sovereignty. Some philosophers have defined it as the ultimate power to enforce anything, and some have defined it as the ultimate power of having the power to rule over a territory or over some people or other entities. This is sovereignty.
Who was Shah Waliullah? What was his role in the Pakistan movement?
So Shah Waliullah was, we can say that he was kind of a pre-modernist Islamic thinker. He translated Quran into Persian. So his basic Islamic philosophy was heavily influenced by the predecessors like Ibn Taymiyyah. He wanted to have the role of ijtihad in the Islamic community. He wasn't in favor of taqleed. He wanted to have a country based on social justice and where economic and social rights to be given to the people. Some even say that he was the predecessor of the modern socialist philosophy that emerged in Europe. So that's why he was famous.
We were talking about Allama Iqbal. Please talk to us about his concept of Khudi and Marde Moment.
So, as far as Khudi is concerned, it is the individual ego of a person that emerges from terrestrial sphere and gets integrated into the sublime ego that is of God. So, in order to go to that station, one has to have a moral character and has to use reason and revelation, both the sources. And Marde Momin is the one who conquers his Khudi and becomes a part of a project, a universal project, where Allama Iqbal says in his book that the creation is unfolding even right now. So the Marde Momin is the one who takes an active part in the unfolding of creation that is being taken by the sublime ego, the ultimate ego, and Khudi or the Marde Momin is the part of it.
Where did he get the idea of Marde Moment from?
So it is alleged that Allama Iqbal got this idea from Nietzsche, but I disagree with it. Al-Jili and Ibn Arabi, they were the major influences on Allama Iqbal. Allama Iqbal wrote a research paper in 1900 on Al-Jili. He said that a person who has the most magnificent characteristics of Islamic principles, he is the Insan-e Kamil as defined by Ibn Arabi and Al-Jili.
You mentioned Nietzsche. Where was he from?
So he was in Germany, the German Empire.
And didn't Allama Iqbal study in Germany?
So he studied in Germany, but there is a very famous incident. He had a pupil called Dr. Muhammad Sharif, who asked Allama Iqbal in 1936, just 2 years before his death, that people say that you have been heavily influenced by Nietzsche. But Allama Iqbal told him that he didn't even read Nietzsche when he write his philosophy of Marde Momin or the Insan.
Don't you think he could have idealized our holy prophet, peace be upon him, and got the idea of Marde Momin from him, the greatest personality the world ever produced?
So, as far as his view on Holy Prophet is concerned, he says in his book that Holy Prophet was the last major resource of ultimate ego to implement the unfolding of universe project on earth. So the Marde Momin is not that equal to Holy Prophet. Holy Prophet is bigger than that.
All right, my last question on European history. How would you differentiate between the Industrial Revolution and the Glorious Revolution?
So Glorious Revolution was a political one. It happened in 1688. That happened due to the fight between parliamentarians and the royalists, while the Industrial Revolution is an economic revolution that was that had the influence of several machines like spinning jenny and James Watt's engine that influenced industrial revolution, it happened in almost three waves. We can say that it originated in England, but it heavily influenced Russia in Alexander I's reign, and other countries in Prussia during Frederick the Great. So that's the major difference between them.
Thank you.
Ji, one of the favorite personalities that you've written is Shoaib Sultan. And you say that for his work in rural development, where exactly?
So his most famous work is done in the Gilgit region, but he
In the Gilgit region, how, under what banner? Or what exactly has been his contribution as far as northern areas are concerned?
So the basic the first organization was in 1970s, that was Aga Khan Rural Development Program. Right now it is the National Rural Development Program. He according to the statistics from UNDP, around 40 million people were directly or indirectly benefited from his scheme. So he also implemented such schemes even in India, and he has been recognized.
Can you sort of tell us the development that he has made in that area specifically? What exactly has been his contribution in that area?
So the one thing that differentiates his economic philosophy from others, he was influenced by Akhtar Hamid Khan. They had this thing in their mind that they want to enable communities to develop cooperatives, or to enable them to become self-sustainable without the provision of services from government. So they enabled such cooperatives, especially in the northern regions. There are some even in central and southern Punjab. So their philosophy.
Can you name those cooperatives?
So they are named by the regional names. I can't recall the exact names.
Has he been able to sort of contribute as far as infrastructure development was concerned?
So as far as infrastructure, I don't believe so. His major part was in service delivery. So the cooperatives were not about the brick and mortar model that was influencing Pakistan in the 60s. He was more about service delivery model that will provide basic facilities, that will provide facilities from like health, sanitation.
Understanding of current affairs, Iran-Israel war. Why didn't you include US here?
So the major parties were Iran and Israel. USA later, for the very first time in his Middle Eastern philosophy, that USA sided with one country to attack another one. USA
didn't directly come in.
So he we can say that he aided Israel. So the main.
But didn't directly participate in that war. That's what you were saying. US didn't directly participate in war.
No, sir. He directly participated in the war. He sent six B-2 stealth bombers, and they used Bfu-57 bunker buster bombs to destroy the underground facilities in the three main.
What destruction was the consequence of those bombings? What was the destruction?
Sir, as per the neutral sources, some are saying that they have set the Iranian nuclear program by a few months, but Israel and US are saying that they have obliterated the whole program. But the certain amount can be ensured because Iran has said that he will not allow IAEA to inspect the facilities from now on. So the exact amount is not, it can't be ensured. It can.
What was the exact pretext on which Iran was bombed by you? What was the exact pretext of US?
So the first one is due to the nuclear program of Iran. US were saying that Iran can produce 10 nuclear bombs in a few weeks because 60% of their uranium has been enriched. So it will only take 2 or 3 weeks to get it to 90%. That is enough to make a nuclear bomb.
Okay, Pakistan has been the country which has ancient civilizations here. Can you name those ancient civilizations as far as Pakistan is concerned?
Sir, there is Harappa civilization, there is Mohenjo-daro, and there is one in Balochistan. Mehergarh civilization is there.
Which one is the oldest one?
So, I
Out
believe
of these three?
Mehergarh is the
How
oldest.
old?
Sir, I'm not sure about that.
Who are the people who were responsible for that civilization?
Sir, they were pre-Vedic. I'm not sure about. In Punjabi literature, I have read that they were Mundari people. They used to live there, but I'm not sure about the exact constitution of the people.
Your optional subjects include Punjabi also. Let me ask you 3 questions on Punjabi. Only 3 questions. Mother tongue, Madri Zuban. What is their role as far as nations are concerned?
So, Madri Zuban, or the mother tongue, is one of the most important parts of a nation state that defines the ultimate identity of its people. As Alfred Toynbee has said, that in order to destroy a civilization, one just has to destroy its language. So language is there. It's a big part. It's a big part of any civilization. And
But Punjabi has not become a big part of Punjab. It is neither the language of instructions nor taught in schools. What is the use?
Sir, I believe Pakistan at the onset, it wasn't a nation state. It was rather a state nation. It was a state first, and the nation building process started afterwards. So Urdu was used as a national tool to unify all the diverse communities and the nations that were residing in the country. So that's one reason that Punjabi hasn't progressed. Second is that there is a prejudice towards Punjabi, that people say that that it is the language of the backward people. There is this general prejudice of people, while it is not in the real sense.
Okay, tell me the difference between Tariqat and Shariat.
So Shariat is the Shariat is the law of the Quran and Sunnah. It is derived from the basic sources of Islam. Tariqat comes from the tradition of Sufism, that there is a Salik and then there is the ultimate God, and Salik travels the path towards God through a Murshid in the Tariqat language. Tariqat is the...
And Murshid does not follow Shariat.
So it is some mystics were alleged to have played a role in it. They were not heavily influenced by Sharia. They were more into Tariqat. But the bigger mystics, like the names of Ibn al-Arabi and Halaj, they were more about, I believe, Shariat and Tariqat. And some of the Punjabi...
They were more about Shariat and Tariqat. You're mixing up both. Why? Were they following Tariqat or Shariat?
Sir, they were following both.
Okay, interesting. Okay, just a few questions on gender studies, because I'm running out of time. Feminist movements were there. They started in Europe and spread over. What is feminism, and how many types of feminism are there?
So feminism is the ideology that says that women should be given their political, economic and the social rights. They shouldn't be prejudiced against just on the base of their gender or sex. There are almost 6 major types of feminism. First is the liberal feminism, that is in favor of the system. And second is the radical feminism. Then is socialist feminism. Then there is Marxist feminism. Then there is psychoanalytic feminism. Then there is men feminism. These are the 6 main types of it.
Okay. International agencies also got hold of this concept of feminism, and international agencies were formed to facilitate the feminist movement or to facilitate the women. What were those institutions, or what were those bodies at the international level?
So the first one that I can remember is Beijing Declaration in the early 1990s. That was the most famous international declaration or the institute to provide the rights to the women. It happened in the third wave of feminism. That is there. Then there is the Agency of UN Women. That is a major body that is providing scholarship and aid to
Any other UN organization?
Sir, ECOSOC and UNESCO, they also work for the rehabilitation of the facilities regarding women. So the main is the UN Women, and the other have indirect roles in women.
Shafi. Shafi, what is the total national debt of Pakistan?
So it is around 74% of our GDP as per the latest figures, and the public the external plus public debt is around more than I believe $150 billion, but I'm not sure about the exact figure.
You're way off the mark.
Sir, I'll read into it.
SME sector is very important. What is its contribution in terms of GDP, employment, and exports?
Sir, SME sector provides around 40% to GDP, 78% to non-agricultural jobs, and 25% to the whole exports of Pakistan.
Okay, and then what measures government of Pakistan has undertaken to unlock its potential?
The first one is the digital taxation system of FBR. They have implemented point of scale integration and the IRIS 2.0 initiative so that the informal sector can be integrated into the formal economy.
Balochistan is considered to be a mineral-rich province. So what is potential of Balochistan in terms of minerals?
Sir, there are several important mines in Balochistan. Rakodik is the most famous. Then there is Sandak mine that also provides copper and gold. There is Dudar mine that provides lead and zinc.
What is significance of Hasan Abdal for Sikh community?
Sir, I have heard of a Gurdwara, famous Gurdwara there, but I have particular significance, I'm not sure of it.
What is definition of state under 1973 Constitution?
Sir, state, Article 1 defines it as the 4 provinces and other territories.
Wrong. Article 1 defines its Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Okay. State is defined under Article 7.
Article 7, sir. I stand informed.
Ji, sir.
All right, Shafi, the interview is over. You can take a sigh of relief. Briefly, we'll tell you what we saw in you. Impressive personality. Very good dress code, mashallah. Confident and very well composed throughout. High degree of energy. Level of energy आपका बड़ा top पे रहा है throughout. On a few issues you engage the panel very well. जैसे वो इसराइल ईरान वॉर पे मिसाल के तौर पे. और जो अच्छी चीज़ मुझे और लगी, you did not weaken or crumble under stress or pressure. Throughout you spoke loudly and clearly. Normally बच्चों की कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल एंड में आके जब जवाब नहीं आते और एनर्जी लेवल बहुत डिप कर जाता. आई डिड नॉट सी दैट हैपनिंग इन योर केस. गुड कमांड ओवर ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट्स. 3, 4, 5 बातें मैंने लिखी हैं जिन पे काम करने की ज़रूरत है. नंबर 1, यू मस्ट बी अ बिट मोर फोकस्ड and answer in the sequence in which the question is asked. I did not see that happening in all the cases. ये रिकॉर्ड हुई है सारी.
सर,
जितना इंटरव्यू है, इट इज़ बीइंग रिकॉर्डेड.
सर,
ये इसको देखिएगा ज़रूर.
सर.
We have the facility, इसको देखें. Then you will note or realize what I'm going to say.
Sir.
All the time, you were speaking in a halting manner. Your delivery of English was not fluent or smooth.
Sir.
शायद उसकी वजह यह है कि आदत नहीं है.
Sir.
होता है, मैं महीना ना बोलूं और उसके बाद गैप आ जाए इंटरव्यूज़ में इधर आऊं तो मैं पहला घंटा मैं भी परेशान रहता.
Sir.
इट्स नॉट अवर मदर टंग. सो मैंने जो देखा, यू वर नॉट फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश. आई थिंक यू नीड टू प्रैक्टिस. अखबार पढ़ लो ऊंची आवाज़ में,
Okay, sir.
रिकॉर्ड कर लो अपने दोस्तों से, फैमिली से. टॉक टू देम इन इंग्लिश. इवन इफ दे रिस्पॉन्ड इन पंजाबी और उर्दू, योर फादर इज अ लर्नड मैन, एज आई कैन सी फ्रॉम योर प्रोफाइल. टॉक टू हिम इन इंग्लिश. वो वोकल कॉर्ड्स को आदत पड़ जाएगी और ये ज़रूरी है बात, राइट? बिकॉज राइट नाउ थोड़ा हॉल्टिंग से अंदाज में आप बात करते हैं.
Sir.
You need to insert facts and figures where required or where appropriate. ये कहीं नहीं होते देखा. जहाँ आपने कोशिश की इनके सेगमेंट में, वो ठीक नहीं थे फिगर्स आपके.
Sir.
Then also you must try to avoid guesswork. पाकिस्तान पे your knowledge needs to be brushed up. ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट्स पे ठीक है, जनरल नॉलेज भी काफ़ी हद तक ठीक है. नॉलेज बट पाकिस्तान नीड्स टू बी ब्रश्ड अप.
Okay, sir.
ओके, डू दैट.
Okay, sir.
आई सी एक्सीलेंट पोटेंशियल इन.
Sir.
ओके,
Thank you, sir.
Okay. First, negative things. Eye contact at times, you need to keep looking at others also, in addition to the one you're talking to. Facts and figures, economy, they are important. You must be careful while quoting the figure.
Sir.
If you do not know the exact figure, you must know, are you talking in billions or millions? There's a lot of difference. So you must be careful about the figures when you're quoting figures.
Okay.
Okay, what else? Dropping questions and dropping confidence level. You have to be careful. Dropping questions does not mean that your confidence level must also drop. No, everybody drops question. You did drop less questions. You did come up with good explanations. You did talk a bit longer also on issues. But then your energy level and your confidence level, you must make sure that they stay with you and you do not lose them.
Sir.
Must be careful in quoting economic figures. And last, you got the potential,
Sir.
must make use of it.
Sir.
Must make use of it.
Inshallah.
Listen to the question, give it a pause, come up with the reply, and in case you don't have the reply, say no. It's not criminal.
Sir.
But then next time when the question comes up, you have the opportunity and you can come up and impress the people sitting on this side.
Sir.
Thank you.
जी शाफे, आपकी given your age, you have a dignified personality
Sir.
and with high level of confidence. You also are very well withstood the pressure well, barring a little
Sir.
at the end you drop your energy level. Maybe you drop few questions which you was not used to that,
Sir.
and thereafter you were finding little difficulty.
Sir.
But you need to maintain it till the very end.
Okay.
Now, one thing I noticed, other than eye contact was fine, but at times you need some improvement. But you have very frequent movement of hand.
Okay.
Reduce it,
Okay.
and
Okay.
only use it wherever you feel, very strongly feel to emphasize things.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir. Okay. Sir.
Then you need to develop your argument. Then that was a missing link when I asked you many questions on economy. Your numbers were not correct
Sir.
in most cases, barring 2 or 3.
Sir, yes.
So, whenever you quote numbers, you have to be very sure.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, don't quote them. Say sorry.
Okay, sir.
Unless you feel like that I am very close to it, then you can have a good guess.
Sir.
Political science also needs some improvement, especially major political philosophies
Sir.
and constitutional developments with focus on 1973 constitution.
Sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Overall, I find you have ample potential to do well.
Sir.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.